Hello and welcome to your Rochester Rundown for the week of January 28th. Let's get right to it. It's been a whiplash kind of week for New York State's mask mandate. First, a judge ruled it unconstitutional, then a court appeal, and it was reinstated. The mandate was put in place for schools and public places in December by Governor Kathy Hochul. A state Supreme Court judge ruled it unconstitutional on Tuesday. A temporary stay is in place after the health department appealed, which means it was restored. With cases declining in Monroe County, Health Commissioner Dr. Michael Mendoza says masking has proven beneficial.
We have to remember that that decline occurred during when mask use was actually quite good. You know, the worry we have is that if everybody starts to get casual about their mask wearing, then we'll have a rebound.
The state education department released guidance telling districts to continue requiring masking in schools while the appeal process plays out. New York State is reporting progress in the fight against COVID. At the beginning of this week, Governor Hochul said hospital admissions across the state were down 20% compared to the same time last week. Positive test results were down more than 47% in that time. And Hochul also said the weekly case average has been declining in all regions of the state. A fire destroyed the homes of around 65 people this week at the Pines of Parenton apartment complex. The fire completely took out 18 units. A number of others were damaged. Firefighters spent more than 4 hours on scene. The building was ultimately demolished. Community organizations throughout our region have been collecting donations for those impacted by this.
We live in a really great, close-knit community that when something happens, we all just kind of come together and figure things out and help each other when we need to.
A number of pets caught up in the fire still lost. Local organization Headed for Forever is working to find them and get them back to their owners. The man accused of stabbing Rochester police officer Denny Wright rejected a plea deal Wednesday. Keith Williams is accused of attacking Wright in October of 2019 on Peck Street. Officer Wright suffered severe injuries and was blinded in the attack. The plea deal Williams rejected would have sent him to prison for 25 years. If convicted in trial, he could face 40 years to life.
It was not unexpected. I always figured that this would go to a trial. As much as I would like this over today, it's not how things work, and I just have to continue to move forward.
The trial of Keith Williams is set to begin on April 26th. Local World War II veteran Pete Duprey was laid to rest this week. Duprey died last week at 98 years old. He was known as Harmonica Pete for traveling around the world, playing his harmonica at major sporting events and memorials. He was also an advocate for fellow veterans, a supporter of Honor Flight Rochester, and a father.
He was dad, he was a mentor, he was a great friend, travel companion. My dad no longer belonged to just my family. He belonged to the world because he's been accepted everywhere and he's part of people's hearts all over the world. So it's a great loss, but it's a blessing for him.
Duprey served as an Army medic during World War II. He later recorded some 40 songs on his harmonica for Paragon Studios. Mobile sports betting is now live in New York State, and it's expected to bring in big money for the state and anticipated $500 million in annual tax revenue. New York has already passed New Jersey for the #1 spot in the sports betting market. Governor Hochul's 2023 state budget briefing book revealed $150 million was bet on sports during the first weekend that mobile sports betting went live. Almost a week after the Bills lost to the Chiefs, many of us are still in disbelief that Buffalo won't be hosting an AFL championship this weekend. That said, there's a lot of pride in the team. Josh Allen and the offense saved the team from the jaws of defeat twice at the end of Sunday's game. Yes, it ended in heartbreak, but fans we talked to said it's now time to move on.
Me and my son are going to the Super Bowl in a couple weeks, so we get the airfare, the hotel, and the tickets to the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, our team isn't going to be with us, but we'll be out there anyways in LA, get the nice halftime show and hopefully a good game.
We weren't on the field playing, so we really can't feel that horrendous. I feel for the players and the families and the coaches because they put everything they had into that game last night and just came up one coin toss short.
Fans across Western New York, of course, looking towards next season now. Well, that's all for this week. We hope to see you right back here on Friday.